Cardiff Castle is a poignant setting for the Field of Remembrance. It pays tribute to all servicemen and women who served in the armed forces since the First World War. Those attending were greeted by music from the British Imperial Military Band. The Remembrance Service itself paid tribute to soldiers, sailors and airmen and women from Cardiff and Wales lost in action.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
Then the last post sounded, and a 2-minute silence was observed by those inside the castle. The event was attended by the First Minister Carwyn Jones, Cardiff Council Leader Phil Bale and many other political, civilian and military dignitaries, as well as families and friends of those lost in conflict.
I'm here today in remembrance to my friend who lived next door, you see, Alfie in Adamstown, 1941. Alfie went into the army and I went into the navy. Alfie didn't come home. He was killed in the landings in 1944 in France. But I went all through the Navy. I went in just middle of 1941, and after I think I done about 8 or 10 weeks training with the Royal Marines, and then I was drafted to Plymouth, and then to the cruiser HMS Jamaica. All through the war, most of the war, I was involved with Russian convoy duties. During the convoys, we were always under attack. The weather was very, very bad. Oh, it was terrible. Frightening, the sea. And of course, all during the convoys, we were moving in one direction. And of course, the German bombers, they'd be flying around us, you see, and they'd be giving information to the U-boats from a welfare officer. We understand north, south, east and west. We had 6 U-boats on each corner watching our direction and popping us off.
The Welsh National Field of Remembrance is just one of 6 across the UK this year. The others are located in Westminster, Gateshead, Royal Wootton Bassett, Belfast and Edinburgh. The First Minister Carwyn Jones says these remembrance services are important as ever.
I think 20 years ago there was a fear that the numbers were dropping in events such as this, and people talked openly about events like this coming to an end. That hasn't happened, fortunately. We've seen the numbers rise over the years. We've not long lost the last of the veterans of the First World War, and I think that's made people think more about what happened 100 years ago and what's happened since.
Obviously, for most of us, we lead a normal day-to-day life, getting up, going to work, but when you come to events like this and hear the extraordinary stories and sacrifices, it is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I've spent the year doing this. I've been to a number of events that commemorated the start of the First World War, and for me the most poignant part of it was going to a village called Langemark in Flanders, an area that's pancake flat, where one of the major battles was fought in the First World War, and to think what it must have been like for young men to climb out of trenches, walk through the mud and the barbed wire while being shot at from 200 yards away to take Pilkham Ridge is the name of the ridge. Of course, they never got there, but to do that is incredible. To think that they did that, and of course so many of them unfortunately lost their lives.